Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be discussing the causes, symptoms, and treatment options for bilateral pneumonia. I will also be sharing some tips for preventing and managing condition of lungs. I hope that this video is helpful for anyone who is dealing with bilateral pneumonia or is interested in learning more about this common fact for infection. Bilateral pneumonia is an inflammatory condition of the lungs in which both lungs are affected by inflammation caused by an infection. This condition is typically characterized by symptoms such as cough, difficulty breathing, chest pain, fever, and chills. It is usually caused by bacteria, viruses, or fungi, and can be serious and potentially life-threatening if left untreated. Treatment usually involves antibiotics, antiviral medications, or antifungal medications, depending on the underlying cause of the infection. Bilateral pneumonia is typically caused by an infection, most commonly by bacteria, viruses, or fungi. The following are some of the common causes of bilateral pneumonia. 1. Bacterial pneumonia. Bacterial pneumonia is the most common cause of pneumonia, and bacteria such as Streptococcus pneumoniae, Haemophilus influenza, and Staphylococcus aureus are often the culprits. 2. Viral pneumonia. Viral pneumonia is caused by various viruses, including the influenza virus, respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, and adenovirus. 3. Fungal pneumonia. Fungal pneumonia is less common and is usually seen in individuals with weakened immune systems, such as those with HIV, AIDS, or undergoing chemotherapy. Fungal organisms such as Pneumocystis jirovecii can cause pneumonia. 4. Aspiration pneumonia. Aspiration pneumonia can occur when foreign material, such as food, liquids, or vomit, is inhaled into the lungs, leading to infection and inflammation. 5. Other causes. Other less common causes of bilateral pneumonia include Mycoplasma pneumonia, Legionella pneumonia, and tuberculosis. Risk factors for developing bilateral pneumonia include age. Very young children and older adults are more at risk, weakened immune system, chronic lung conditions, such as COPD, smoking, and other underlying health conditions. The symptoms of bilateral pneumonia are similar to those of pneumonia in general, but because both lungs are affected, the symptoms may be more severe or pronounced. Common symptoms of bilateral pneumonia may include 1. Cough, which may produce discolored or bloody mucus. 2. Shortness of breath or difficulty breathing. 3. Chest pain, especially when breathing or coughing. 4. Fever, with chills and sweating. 5. Rapid heartbeat and breathing. 6. Fatigue and weakness. 7. Loss of appetite. 8. Confusion or delirium, particularly in older adults. 9. Bluish color of the lips or nails, cyanosis, due to lack of oxygen. 10. Muscle aches and headache. 11. Nausea and vomiting. It is important to seek prompt medical attention if you experience any of these symptoms, especially if they are severe or persistent. Bilateral pneumonia can be a serious condition and requires prompt diagnosis and treatment to prevent complications. Pneumonia can be contagious, especially when it is caused by infectious agents such as bacteria, viruses, or fungi that can be transmitted from person to person. The contagiousness of pneumonia can vary depending on the specific cause and how the infection is spread. To prevent spreading pneumonia to others, follow these precautions. 1. Practice good hand hygiene. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially after coughing or sneezing. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. 2. Cover your mouth and nose. When you cough or sneeze, cover your mouth and nose with a tissue or the crook of your elbow to prevent the spread of respiratory droplets. 3. Dispose of tissues properly. Throw away used tissues in a lined trash can immediately and wash your hands afterward. 4. Stay home. If you have pneumonia, especially if it is contagious, it is important to stay home from work, school, or public outings until you are no longer contagious, as advised by your healthcare provider. 5. Avoid close contact. Limit close contact with others, especially those who may have weakened immune systems or be more susceptible to respiratory infections, e.g., infants, elderly. Pregnant women. 6. Clean and disinfect. Regularly clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces and objects in your home to help prevent the spread of germs. 7. Wear a mask. If you need to be around others, consider wearing a mask to help prevent the spread of respiratory droplets. It is important to consult with a healthcare provider if you suspect that you have pneumonia or if you have been diagnosed with pneumonia to determine the appropriate treatment, precautions, and measures to prevent spreading the infection to others. Differentiating between bacterial, viral, and fungal pneumonia can be challenging because many of the symptoms and imaging findings can overlap. However, there are certain characteristics that can help differentiate between the different types of pneumonia. Bacterial pneumonia often comes on more suddenly and with higher fever, chills, and sweats. Typically presents with a productive cough with green or yellow mucus. Can cause localized areas of consolidation, solidification of lung tissue, on chest X-ray. Common bacterial pathogens include Streptococcus pneumoniae, Haemophilus influenza, and Staphylococcus aureus. Viral pneumonia can occur after a viral respiratory illness, such as the flu or respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. Symptoms may be more gradual and include headache, muscle aches, and extreme fatigue. Often causes a dry cough and may be associated with chest tightness or wheezing. Chest X-ray findings may show diffuse infiltrates, widespread opacity, in the lungs. Common viral pathogens include influenza, RSV, adenovirus, and others. Fungal pneumonia often occurs in individuals with weakened immune systems, such as those with HIV, AIDS, cancer, or organ transplant recipients. Symptoms can be chronic and insidious, including shortness of breath, weight loss, and fatigue. Chest X-ray findings may show nodular infiltrates, cavitation, or a halo sign around a nodule. Common fungal pathogens include Pneumocystis jirovecii, Histoplasma capsulatum, and Aspergillus species. Diagnostic tests such as sputum cultures, blood tests, respiratory viral panels, and bronchoscopy with sampling may be used to help determine the specific cause of pneumonia. Treatment will vary based on the underlying cause, with antibiotics used for bacterial pneumonia, antiviral medications for viral pneumonia, and antifungal medications for fungal pneumonia. Consultation with a healthcare provider is essential for accurate diagnosis and appropriate treatment of pneumonia. The treatment for bilateral pneumonia typically involves a combination of medication, supportive care, and sometimes hospitalization, depending on the severity of the condition. Treatment options for bilateral pneumonia may include 1. Antibiotics. If the pneumonia is caused by bacteria, antibiotics are prescribed to fight the infection. The choice of antibiotic will depend on the specific bacteria causing the infection and may be adjusted based on the individual's response to treatment. 2. Antiviral medications. If the pneumonia is caused by a viral infection, antiviral medications may be used to treat the underlying viral cause, such as oseltamivir for influenza pneumonia. 3. Antifungal medications. In cases where fungal pneumonia is suspected, antifungal medications may be prescribed to clear the infection. 4. Oxygen therapy. Supplemental oxygen may be needed to help maintain adequate oxygen levels in the blood if breathing is affected. 5. Supportive care. This may include rest, staying hydrated, using a humidifier, and over-the-counter pain relievers to help alleviate symptoms. 6. Hospitalization. If the pneumonia is severe, if the person is having difficulty breathing, or if they have underlying health conditions, hospitalization may be required for close monitoring and intravenous antibiotics or supplemental oxygen. It is important for individuals with bilateral pneumonia to follow their healthcare provider's recommendations for treatment and to finish the full course of antibiotics or other medications prescribed, even if they start feeling better before the medication is completed. Prompt and appropriate treatment of pneumonia can help prevent complications and lead to a quicker recovery. While there is no specific food or remedy that can cure pneumonia, a well-balanced diet rich in nutrients can help support the immune system and aid in recovery. Here are some dietary recommendations and remedies that may help with pneumonia recovery. 1. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of fluids, such as water, herbal teas, clear broths, and electrolyte-rich drinks, to help keep your body hydrated and support the healing process. 2. Eat nutrient-rich foods. Include a variety of nutrient-dense foods in your diet, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein sources, and healthy fats. These foods provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to support your immune system. 3. Foods with anti-inflammatory properties. Certain foods, such as berries, nuts, seeds, fatty fish, and leafy greens, contain anti-inflammatory compounds that may help reduce inflammation in the body. 4. Garlic and ginger. Both garlic and ginger have antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties that may help with respiratory infections. Incorporate these ingredients into your meals or drink ginger tea to benefit from their potential health-promoting effects. 5. Honey. Honey has been traditionally used for its soothing and antimicrobial properties. Consuming honey, either on its own or mixed with warm water or tea, may help soothe a cough and throat irritation. 6. Probiotics. Probiotic-rich foods, such as yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi, contain beneficial bacteria that can support gut health and the immune system. 7. Rest. Adequate rest is essential for recovery from pneumonia. Make sure to get plenty of sleep and allow your body time to heal. It is important to consult with a healthcare provider before taking any supplements or herbal remedies, especially if you are on medications or have underlying health conditions. While a healthy diet can support your recovery from pneumonia, it is essential to follow your healthcare provider's recommendations for treatment and avoid relying solely on home remedies for severe infections. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on health and wellness. Take care and see you in the next one.